Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Welcome everybody, guys. Today we will update our view on the. In the beginning, I would like to say that our forecast on the Canadian dollar is still working. So who could know that the Canadian Central Bank will cut the rate and push the Canadian dollar to the downside, and our forecast to the 134.50 area will become closer. Since right now the Canadian dollar stands just 5 points lower than our target. So right now it trades around 129, while our long-term target stands at 134.50. It's not as far as it was in the beginning of the week. So as you can see, the technical analysis works, and it very often could anticipate some possible fundamental changes. So 2 weeks ago, our farmers asked me on the Canadians how this really could happen. The level is 134.50. This is the level where Canadian dollar never reached previously, and how it could do this. It's why reasons. What could happen, and so on. So then now you can see that's absolutely possible. Especially taking into consideration recent prices on the crude oil that's continuing to fall, and we expect that probably we will see lower prices than the beginning of the winter on the crude oil, mostly because the agreement on the Iran nuclear program that could bring more Iranian crude oil on the markets. So we still think our expectation, our long-term target, that we still think that the 134.50 target should be reached on the Canadian. But probably we will prepare another update on the Canadian dollar, maybe even tomorrow. We will see what will happen today on the euro currency. Right now, let's turn to our major discussion currency. So what do we have? Our recent forecast has worked, so you can see that the grabbers that have been formed here has completed its target. So market has reached these lows and wash out these lows, and by this action these grabbers have been completed. In the medium-term perspective, we expect that market probably should continue move lower. We would I not want now deeply discuss the problems of the Greece and what the consequences could happen on the improvement of the bailout plan and so on. But I would just say that my opinion that this is negative for the European Union and for the European currency, because this bailout plan and providing the additional 86 billion euros will not resolve the problem with the Greece economy, will not resolve the problem with the debt burden, and this is not in fact the solution. This is just tactical postponing. And the plan of the ex-prime minister of the Greece, the Varoufakis, was seemed the better choice. It might be a bit more difficult, but it shows the real perspective for the Greece economy. But right now, this is just postponing of the problem on the future. That's all. I don't think that this will resolve this problem. That's why in most cases this will be the negative decision. Besides, this has the political side. That is in fact the death and then betrayed for from the Syriza party, from the prime minister, because what they have done is in fact contradicts to the promises that they have given to the people who are voting for them. So that really could turn to some really significant social turmoil in the Greece, and it's already has started. So I think that we're just still in the beginning of the story. And all this mess and uncertainty around the Greece will press on the euro. Besides, we have in place the European Central Bank quantitative easing program with the inflow of the 60 billion euros each month on the market. They also should impact on the market, and we stand on the eve of the rate hiking on the United States. So I think that fundamental and politically, even we could say politically, euro currency seems a bit weaker in relation to the US dollar in the medium-term perspective. Meantime, in the short-term perspective, let's see what we could get in the end of, till the end of the current till the current week. Our medium-term target, as I said, stands right here around 106. It based on the breakout of this range, and we know that the classical analysis suggests that market usually moves the same distance in the direction of the breakout. So if it stands for a long time inside of some range, it should pass down approximately the same distance. But in the very short-term perspective, take a look what we have. Around 108, 108.50 will be a very strong support area. So this is the FIB support, former lows, monthly pivot support 1. And take a look, the minor A, B, C, D targets for 618 extension of this most recent ABCD action. So we think that this level could hold market for some time and could even lead to some bounce to the upside before the weekend, because that was really tough week. The investors could turn to the taking profit. There was a lot of events. Helen's speech, Greece, the voting in the Greek Parliament on the bailout plan. It was really a difficult week for the traders, and that probably could hold market for some time. That's why we think we offer you the conservative tactics, thinking about the taking profit somewhere in around this area before the weekend. If you would like to take the bet and take the risk on the possible taking out of these lows, you could do this, but protect your position, move your stop to the break even, and you could try to take part in this gambling. That's no problem with it. But the conservative approach tells that it's better to take the profit at the strong support area, because you do not know what will happen. Maybe market will show the reasonable bounce, so we could take the position again, and in this case we will get the breakout. But since we are close to the weekend, we stand at the strong support, it's better to think about taking the profit. So our plan suggests, let's take a look at the hourly chart. Here, guys, we have two different patterns. The first pattern stands with this minor butterfly. You can see that stands inside of the wing of this big butterfly. Okay? This is not the major butterfly. The major butterfly is this one. Okay? So this major butterfly has the 127 extension in 108.30 area. Approximately the same area is appointed by these A, B, C, top, D patterns, 108.50. And these targets, these patterns coincide with this support area and this target. That's why we're calling for thinking about the taking profit around this area. Because our entry was here. It's our entry was on this retracement to the upside where we trade. This was right, that was the double repo. We said that the 3.8, it's 110 area, approximately 110.20, 110.30 area. So you could move your stop to the break even and keep position. That's you could also do this, but in this case, keep in mind that you could meet with the opposite action on the retracement from this area. Or you could take the profit from the half of your position and move the stop to the break even on the rest one. So the only moment where we could say that you could hold the position if something drastic will happen and market will just miserably drop below these lows. In this case, you could hold the position. If market will miserably drop and will show the fast acceleration by some news, by some event below these lows, in this case, yes, you could hold your position. But currently, it's very difficult to predict, and we do not know the reasons why this should happen till the end of the week. So, that's been said, it's better to take profit wherever market will appear at the end of the week. Just take the profit before the weekend. If market will be here around 108, that's great. If market will stop somewhere in this area, that's also acceptable. So, that's our view currently on the euro currency. Now let's see what will happen, because current situation becomes, as you can see, very interesting on the euro currency, especially with this acceleration lower. probably it will give us a lot of opportunities for trading in the nearest future. Let's see what will happen.